Now I want to talk about where HR is grounded. HR is obviously grounded in talent. Talent, human capital, managing people is the root of HR and has been for decades. What are some trends in talent that I as an HR professional should master and understand? First, it's not about the talent. It's not about the talent. It's about the impact of the talent. If we have better talent, what happens in an organization? And here's what we've discovered. Talent helps business execution. The right people in the right place with the right skills will help a business deliver. As a company shifts its business strategy from A to B, from product to customer, from product to solution, we need different people. Talent also affects customers. Talent drives customer loyalty. The correlation between employee engagement and customer engagement is very high. And so talent drives outcomes. Talent drives investor confidence. We published a book, Leadership Capital Index, where we've shown that good leadership and talent, especially in leadership, will have a 25 to 30% impact on investor confidence. We in HR should know that. And talent shapes our reputation in the community, how we treat people, how we deal with people. So one of the trends in talent is to not just look at talent inside the organization, but that it creates value for all stakeholders. A second trend in talent, I'm going to capture on this chart. We need to do three things in managing our people. One is competence. And my next chart will show some of the trends in that. Do we have the right people in the right place at the right time? Competence is the foundation of talent. We've got to have great people, but they've got to be committed. Commitment means you're willing to do the work. If we have high competence, our people are very talented, but low commitment. They don't work very hard. We have smart people who don't work hard. That's not real talent. On the other hand, if we have low competence and high commitment, we have very hardworking people committed, but they're not very smart. That's not very good. Today in the talent arena, we have to have both competence and we have to have commitment. Commitment has two forms in the engagement world. One form of commitment is willingness to do the work, behavioral engagement. I show up. I have an employee value proposition. I am at work. The evolution of commitment and engagement is contribution. I don't just show up. I show up with my heart and soul. So competence is one of the foundations, and there are a lot of evolutions in getting the right person in the right place. I'll talk about that. That's getting there. That's your head. That's the competence. Commitment is your hands and feet. I get my behavior in the room. My hands are there. My feet are there. Contribution is where the talent world is headed. I show up with my heart and soul. One of the places we've seen that, we did a book called Why of Work on that, is you bring your whole energy to the company. Today, one of the themes that would evolve our work is great work by a professor at Stanford named Carol Dweck around growth mindset. Do I come to work and build a growth mindset? As an HR professional, can I create a setting that removes threats and builds values and opportunities in people and helps people come with their entire heart and soul? So talent, trends, confidence, absolutely. Commitment, absolutely. Build a value proposition. But in the next step, it's contribution. Find meaning, find purpose at work through creating a growth mindset. One of the trends in that contribution, I'll just give an example, is the employee engagement survey. I think we used to ask questions that say, do you like your boss? Great question. But frankly, it doesn't correlate with much. Then the engagement question, does your boss give you the skills to do your job? That's better, because it's not about liking a boss, it's having skills so that you can do your job. The emerging question in contribution, does your boss help you find your meaning at work? So it's not about skills to do your job, it's finding meaning. And the other piece of that contribution piece comes from work by my dear colleague Marshall Goldsmith. Am I accountable for the meaning? So it's, do I do my best to allow myself to find meaning at work? And do I do my best means I'm accountable to work with my boss to find meaning. That's the evolution we see from satisfaction to behavior to meaning and to accountability. Now, I said in the competence domain, we see some trends, and I'll highlight those, and then Mihai will have time for some questions if people do have questions. What people may be having is confusion, but we'll have questions. In competence, we've got to bring the right people into the organization. And you can see some of the evolution there. We set standards around culture and technical. We source candidates through technology and LinkedIn and referrals. We screen candidates with business leaders. We secure, we orient the candidates. Then we've got to move people in yellow through the organization. We build workforce plans and training and development through job assignments. We do career planning. We manage our high potentials. And then appropriately, we remove people from the organization. Again, there are trends in talent.